Okay, so we have to discuss naive Gauss elimination. So ano ba itong naive Gauss elimination na to? Okay, so yung concept lang nito is parang kukunin natin yung mga unknown variables sa ating equation. Okay, so let's say we have x plus y equals to 5, then 2x plus 6y equals to 10. Okay, so what is the value of x and y? Okay, so gagamitan natin siya ng naive Gauss elimination. Okay, so in the previous section, the elimination of unknowns was used to solve a pair of simultaneous equations. So the procedure consisted of two steps. So first is the equations were manipulated to eliminate one of the unknowns from the equation. Okay, the result of the elimination step was that we had one equation with one unknown. So ano ba yung sinasabi dyan? Okay, so yung sinabi kasi kanina, okay, so let's say meron tayong two unknown variables lang. Okay, then yung isa, we have 2x plus 6y equals to 10. Okay, so ang ginagawa dito, ini-equate natin to into one variable lang. So let's say yung ating first equation, magiging x equals to, lipat ko sa kabila yung y, so we have 5 minus y. Okay, kaya pag ito, isa-substitute natin dito sa second equation, so we have 2 times 5 minus y plus 6y equals to 10. Ito yung sinasabing magkakaroon na lang tayo ng one unknown variable. Okay, so which is the y. Okay, yan yung ginagawa natin sa elimination. Ito is natakal din sa algebra kung tutusin. Okay, so ini-eliminate natin by using ito ang method na to. Okay, so dito gagamitan naman natin siya ng naive Gauss elimination. Okay, so yan. So consequently, this equation could be solved directly and the result back substituted into one of the original equation to solve for the remaining unknown. Ibig sabihin lang, kapag, let's say dito, na-solve na natin yung value of y, okay? So dito kasi may makukuha na tayong value of y. Di ba? Kapag nakuha na daw natin yan, isa-substitute lang natin itong value of y either of the two equation. Okay? So maaalin dyan sa dalawang yan, pwede natin makuha yung value of x. Okay? So yun daw yung ating remaining unknown variable. Okay? So the basic approach can be extended to large sets of equations by developing a systematic scheme or algorithm to eliminate unknowns and to back substitute. Okay? So Gauss elimination is the most basic of these schemes. These sections includes the systematic techniques for forward elimination and back substitution that comprise Gauss elimination. Ano ba yung sinasabing forward elimination saka back substitution? Ito yung gagawin natin procedure dito sa naive Gauss elimination. Okay, so dito sa mga susunod na slide, may procedure tayo dyang susundin para makuha yung mga unknown variables. Although these techniques are ideally suited for implementation on computers, some modifications will be required to obtain a reliable algorithm. In particular, the computer program must avoid division by zero. So the following method is called naive Gauss elimination because it does not avoid this problem. Subsequently, sections will deal with the additional features required for an effective computer program. Okay, so ito yung ating mga equations. So the approach is designed to solve a general set of n equation. Okay, so nakadepende kung ilan yung ating unknown variable. Okay, so the procedure that we will use is ito na nga. Okay, so first is the forward elimination. After we conduct the forward elimination, so we have to conduct the back substitution. So kung mapapansin nyo dito sa forward elimination, so let's say meron tayo ditong array. Pero ito, equation talaga to. Nilagay lang natin into an array. Okay? So mapapansin nyo dito, yung ating A21, A31, and A32 na element sa ating array is nawala. Hindi siya literal na nawala. Ibig sabihin lang, itong mga value natin dyan is 0. Okay? So ibig sabihin, Ayan. So, gagawin natin o yung ating objective is itong part na to, si 821, 831, tsaka si 832 maging 0. Okay? Para yung ating magiging elements dito sa last row is dalawa na lang. Okay? Yung A33, AB3. Ito is for 3 by 3 array. Okay? Okay? O kaya 3 unknown variables ang ibig sabihin. Okay? So, kung ito, dalawa na lang ating element, so dito magkakaroon tayo ng division na operations. So, dito kasi may makukuha na tayong value. Ito kasi yung x, y, z. Tsaka ito yung ating constant. Kung ito is z, so ibig sabihin, A33, z equals to B3. Okay, so yung z natin is B3 over A33. Okay? Again, ito is mga element ha. Ito is mga numerical coefficient ng ating variables. Ito ibig sabihin x, ito y, ito yung z, ito yung ating constant. Okay? So, paano natin magagawa na itong mga element na to is maging 0? Okay? So, dito mag-iisip tayo ng kanya-kanyang equation. Okay? So, mag-set tayo dyan ng equation para maging 0 tong mga element na to. Okay? So, try tayo example para mas maintindihan nyo kung paano i-conduct tong naive Gauss elimination. So, dito, kunin ko yung ating example. Ayan. So yan, so find the value of x, y, and z. Okay, so we have three equations, three unknown variables. So first, negative 2x plus 6y plus z equals to 9. Negative x plus y plus z, 7z equals to negative 6. Then 4x minus y minus z equals to 3. Kung tutuusin sa calculator, ito is pwede na nating input. Okay? So if we have three equations, three unknown variable, we can calculate na for the three unknown variables. Okay? So set natin. So paano ba ilagay ito sa calculator? So we have mode, equation. Okay? So kapag tatlong equation yan, so itong number 2, yung a and x, b and y, plus c and z, and dn. Okay? So pindutin nyo lang 2. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo dito, so we have 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay? Itong a, b, c, ito yung mga unknown variable natin. Pero dito sa ating given na problem, so we have x, y, and z. So ibig sabihin, itong a, ito yung x, yung b, yung y, yung c is yung ating letter z. And yung letter d natin, ito yung ating constant. Okay? So input lang natin yung kanilang mga numerical coefficients. Okay, so first, so we have negative 2. Okay, so 6, 1, z equals to 9. Ayan. Then negative x plus 1z plus 7z equals to negative 6. Then 4x minus y, so negative 1 minus z, so negative 1 equals to 3. Okay, equals lang natin. So first value, ito yung ating x. Second, yung ating y. Third is yung ating z. Okay, so x natin is 1. So 1, 2, negative 1. So ibig sabihin, yung x natin is 1. Yung y natin is 2. Yung z natin is negative 1. Okay? So dapat kapag kukumpitin natin itong equation na to using naive Gauss elimination, ito yung makuha nating mga values. Okay? Para ito yung magiging reference natin o magiging checking kung tama ba yung ating solution. Okay? So first step, so write an equation such that first column of the row 2 and row 3 will become 0. Okay, so may muna pang step ko tutuusin doon. So itong ating equation, ilagay natin into an array. Okay? So ilalagay natin sa array mga numerical coefficients lang. Okay, ito yung x. So we have negative 2x. Okay? Dito naman 6y. Okay? Then z. Okay? Then equals to 9. Ibig sabihin ito yung ating constant. Okay? So ayan. Atin lang nilagay sa array. Okay? So, yung step 1, so write an equation such that the first column of row 2, okay, and row 3 will become 0. So, ibig sabihin, ito lang yung ano ha, nilagay lang natin. So, ibig sabihin, yung first column daw ng row 2 and row 3, okay, magiging 0. Okay, so gagawa tayong equation para maging 0 yan. Okay, so dito sa right side, kung mapapansin nyo, may equation tayong sinet. Pero kung tutusin, kanya-kanyang discard ito. Okay, kung paano nyo isosolve yung ating array. Okay, so we have sa R1, meron tayong -2. Sa R2, meron tayong -1. Then sa R3, meron tayong 4. Okay, para mag-0 itong -1, so yung R1 ko, okay, itong -2, ima-minus ko ng -2. Okay, kaya ang ating equation is R1 minus 2R2. Kasi yan, kung susundin natin ha, dito sa first column, second row, so we have R1, itong -2, lagay natin, minus 2 times -1. Kaya ito, -2 plus 2, so we have 0. Ito yon. Okay? Pero ito lahat, i-apply nyo sa lahat ng row. Okay? Hindi lang basta dito sa una. Kaya itong pangalawa, mababago din siya. Okay? Kaya itong 1, mababago. So we have R1, so 6. Okay? Minus 2 times R2, which is 1. Kaya ito is 6 minus 2, so we have 4. Kaya ito yon. Okay? So same dito sa 7. Okay? So we have R1, so 1 minus 2 times 7. Yan. So 1 minus 14, -13. Ito yon. Okay? So again, sa lahat ng elements sa row natin, dapat mabago. Okay? Then dito sa ating constant, so we have R1, so we have 9 minus 2 times -6. Okay? So we have 9 minus -6. Okay? So 9 minus 2 times -6, so 9 plus 12, so we have 21. Ito yon. Okay? So dito yung objective natin sa una, nakuha na natin kasi na-0 na itong ating first column, second row. Okay? So dapat sa next, itong ating 4 is ma-0 din. Okay? Again, iisip tayo ng equation para mag-0 yan. Okay? So, nakadepende sa inyo kung paano nyo siya didiscard yan. Pero ito, sinet ko ulit sa R1. Okay? So we have 2R1. Okay? 2R1. So we have -2 plus R3. Okay? So we have 4. Okay? Ito, -4 plus 4. So we have 0. Ito yon. Okay? Again, sa lahat ng elements sa row natin, i-apply siya. Okay? So we have 2 times R1. Dito naman tayo. 2 times R1. So we have 6. Plus R3, so we have -1. So 12 minus 1, so we have 11. Ito yon. Okay? So next, dito sa third column, third row. Okay, so we have R1, so 2R1. 2 times R1, then plus R3, so we have -1. Okay, so we have 2 minus 1, so we have 1. Okay, ito yon. And for the constant, so we have 9. 2 times 9 plus R3. So, 3. So, 18 plus 3. So, we have 21. Ito na yon. Okay? So, ito yung magiging bagong array natin. Okay? So, let's say, yan na. Nasulat na natin yung bagong array natin. Ang second procedure natin is to calculate for, so, write the new value of the new set of an array. So, then create an equation such that the second column of the third row will become 0. So, ibig sabihin dito sa ating second array, okay? So, dapat ang mag-0 naman is itong 11. Okay? So, copy ko lang muna uli yung ating nasa module. Ayan. So, ito na yung magiging third array natin. Okay? So, ayan. So, dapat mag-0 yung 11. So dito, ginawa ang equation, 11R2 minus 4R3. So ibig sabihin, kung susundin ko dito, so we have, dito muna sa una. So we have 11 times 0 minus 4 times R3. Ito. So we have times 0. So ito is 0. Ito na yon. Okay? Kapag hindi natin kapag hindi natin nilagyan ng equation yung ating row, hindi natin gagalawin yung value niya ha. Kung saan lang tayo naglagay ng equation, yun lang yung row na gagalawin natin yung mga element. Okay? So next, so 11R2, dito tayo sa second column. So 11R2, so 11 times 4 minus 4 times R3, 11. Okay, so it is 44 minus 44. Kaya ito 0 din. Okay? So next, dito sa third column. So we have 11R2. So 11 times negative 13 minus 4 times R3, which is 1. Okay, so we have negative 13 times 11. So we have negative 143. Okay, minus 4. So we have negative 147. Ito yon. Okay, and for the constant, okay, so we have 11 times R2. So we have 21 minus 4 times R3, which is 21 then. Okay, so 11 times 21, so 210 plus 21. So 231 minus, so 4 times 21, so 84. Ano natin? So 231 minus 84, so we have 147. Okay, ito yon. So kapag ganyan na yung ating array, itong part na to, itong triangle, parang nag-triangular na yung zero natin, di ba? Kapag nag-zero na siya, pwede na natin makuha yung mga unknown variable. Again, it is x, it is y, ito yung z. Kaya kung kukunin natin equation dyan, so we have negative 2x plus 6y plus z equals to 9. Then yung isa, so 0 yung x. Then plus 4y minus 13z equals to 21. Then 0x plus 0y minus 147z equals to 147. Okay? So, ito 0. Okay? So, dito makukuha natin value of z. Okay? So, z natin dito is 147 all over negative 147. Kaya ito is negative 1. Kaya tinatawag siyang forward, okay, elimination kasi mula dito, papunta dito sa third equation natin, gagawa tayo ng equation para mag-zero. Kumbaga, parang pasulong yung pag-create natin ng equation na dapat zero tong nasa una natin. Then kaya tinawag siyang backward substitution. So, ang nakuha natin una is yung z. Pabalik tayo. Okay? So, nakuha na natin yung z. Next natin makukuha is yung value of y. Kaya ito is 4y minus 13z. Tama, 13. 13 times negative 1 equals to 21. Ayan. So, dito makukuha natin yung value of y. So, we have 21. So, negative times negative, positive, lipat sa kabila, magiging negative. All over 4. Kaya we have 2. Okay? Ito yung ating z. Then for our x, so we have negative 2x plus 6 times y plus z. Okay? Equals to 9. So, negative, So, yung ating magiging value of x will be equal to, so 9 plus 1 minus 12 all over negative 2. Kaya x natin dito is, so 10 minus 12. So we have negative 2 all over negative 2. So we have 1. Okay? Yan yung magiging value ng mga unknown variables natin. Okay? So ganoon lang siya kasimple kung tutuusin. Okay? Again, i-create lang kayo ng equation para maging 0 muna yung ating first column and second and third row. Okay, pero ito nakadepende kung ano yung dimension ng ating array. Okay, so let's say naging 4 by 4. Okay? Okay, so let's say na ganito para naman baka mabigla. Okay. So ito 4x4. Okay? So dito kukunin natin yung value of, let's say, x, y, z. Okay? So W, let's say ito si W, X, Y, Z. Ito yung constant. Okay? So dito gagawin nyo, ito muna magiging 0. Okay? Then itong dalawa, then ito. Basta tatandaan nyo, ang matitira lang sa atin sa huling row natin is dalawang element. Ito dapat maging 0. Okay? Si 538, 569. Tapos matitira na lang is yung dito. Kaya dito matitira z equals yung constant natin. Then backward substitution tayo. Okay? So ganun lang. Dito parang diskartihan lang siya mangyayari. Mag-iisip lang tayo ng equation kung paano magiging 0 yung mga element natin na nakadepende sa dimension ng ating array. Okay, so dito is minimum is mga 3x3 dimension niya. Okay, kung 4x4 gan pa din. Okay, gan pa din yung ating magiging procedure sa pagsosolve ng mga unknown variable natin. Okay,